in Kansas City. Matchup in store here between the Denver Broncos and the Chiefs. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not. First drive will begin at the 25. Tiger Drew Lock will be at quarterback as he leads out the Denver Broncos.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Lock now on first down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Block working out of the gun. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
But it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
A.J. Terrell. What a pass.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches just say, son, you can...
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
25-yard.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding Harris over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
On the carry.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Carried by number 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On third down, Drummond. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A.J. Boye.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good. Touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Good.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Mahomes now on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
1-yard gain.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
At the Broncos' 16-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Mahomes pass.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
That's a gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Denver's offense ready to go again. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Oh, we gotta do our job, man.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still first down.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Locke. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Come on, you serious, dog?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That's going to be caught by Judy. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Lock on the give, it's Lindsay. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Phillip Lindsay, the
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Lindsay. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10. at their own 22.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He was brought.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. And Denver getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Clock now on first down. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
To Todd Gurley.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
First down, Denver.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Complete.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Denver.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. One more time with Lindsey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
But credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. On first down, Drummond, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's good.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll try to run this one in, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
17. Broncos
ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
On the tackle.
On third down, Drummond. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
On third down, Patton. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 3-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. On third down, Patton, and he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Goal at the 6-yard
Well, they've
line.
certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll keep it on the ground. Drummond, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Locke. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Locke's throw caught by Sutton. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Here's Hill on the return.
Holding, receiving team.
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys! 42 to Mike, boys! 42! 15!
On 2nd and 9. Mahomes. Now a leaping catch. He's got it.
Mahomes pass.
Call it a pickup of 7. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Here's the Chiefs punter now. We're back now in KC.
That's the end.
As we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
At their own.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Down, Denver.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And that is incomplete here. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it was really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Gurley. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
By Jeremy Chin.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Block working out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed, they definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. They must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your...
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things they consider safe.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Hey, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's third down. The Broncos on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Locke throwing complete here to Judy. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
26-yard line.
Locke looks to throw it again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ear. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Past the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone, and we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy when we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now left side on the swing pass. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't make a lot of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth
you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Safety's creeping.
They'll keep it on the ground. Drummond.
A toss play to the running back.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll try and run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, it took a while, but they finally get that first win.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, is on scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, is on scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft. Watching me bow, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them out, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.